Alright boys and girls, so today we're finally back with another Right to Fight video. In today's episode we're going to be focusing on the version 0.2.3, so let's just start today's episode. So as you can see, we have finally received an update log for Right to Fight, so let's take a look at this one. And as you can see, there's actually a ton of changes for Right to Fight. I will actually talk about some of the more important ones. So first up, of course, let's talk about the visual/audio changes. As you can see, we have received a major user interface overhaul, which is very interesting. Menu has been changed, the settings have been changed, the inventory, abilities, and that's pretty much it for the user interface changes. But overall, I gotta say this update is really nice, and there's a few other changes as well. We have received brand new auras, shield blocking, blade impact, and shield breaking particles, which is really great, just adds a little more depth to the game and to the gameplay. Of course, Essence of Torment has a unique animation now, and then of course added lock-on idle animations for Brute and Frenzy, and then of course last but not least custom music ID settings, so similar of course to what we have in Arsenal. Then of course we also have received the map expansion, which is very nice. We now have the waterfront, the bus station, and then of course the parking garage. And as I've kind of suspected in a previous video, we can now use the train stations so we can fast travel, which I think is very nice. We can also see in game that we might receive a karaoke update in the near future, which would be very nice, so definitely stay tuned for that one. And then of course some other changes as well, some I would say quality of life improvements for Right to Fight. I will leave the link in the description down below so you can check out all of the changes. Another quite important change might be the PvP right here, so 1v1 PvP has been added. I think that might be quite nice for some people, but overall I'm probably not going to be playing too many 1v1 battles, and it seems like, there you go, the developers are sad about that. I don't know why. Anyway, so with all of that out of the way now, let's join the game and let's take a look at some of the changes, not all of them. So first up, of course, let's start with the user interface changes. I think that might be quite interesting. So if you press B, of course, you can see the menu, and as you can see, it actually looks very different in comparison to the previous interface. Here are some screenshots, and you can see that the statistics are different now. Deaths have been resetted as far as I'm concerned, so it's very interesting. Settings, of course, have been adjusted, so you have now miscellaneous, graphics and performance, audio, user interfaces and visual settings, of course, and then gameplay and controls. So yeah, you can change a lot of things right here. Music volume, of course, you can adjust that. Music ID for the fisticuffs, Frenzy, Brute, and the bosses, of course, you can change those if you want to. Then of course cinematic mode is still the same, which I think is a really great mode, by the way. And then of course you can still reset your data right here, and of course you can also click the question mark to get some more information, which I think is very nice. Very happy to see that you have a little timer right there, so it's only going to be displayed for a certain amount of time, which I think is pretty cool. You can just click it over and over again so you can actually fully read it, but yeah, very nice. Next up, of course, let's see tutorial. You can still go back to the tutorial, of course. Party menu, you can invite friends. You can also see their abilities right there, which is pretty cool. You can see their level, very nice overall, so pretty cool changes right here. We of course also have the world map, which is unfinished right now, so you cannot use that one, and the same applies for equipment. So in the near future you can maybe get some equipments right here, and you can also apparently see your player statistics, so overall very nice. Last but not least, of course, inventory, which has received a major overhaul, and as you can see, you can also apply a key to these. So let's say we want to do that for this one, so you can press V on the keyboard, as you can see, and there you go. So now if we press U in the game, of course, we're going to be using the items. You don't have to go back into the inventory, which I think is really cool. So you can just select one of these items. Let's use this one right here. Let's go back. Let's press U on the keyboard. I don't think we can actually do that. Oh, so it's still V. That's very interesting. We cannot use it right now. Let's actually take some damage. Okay, so let's go to the inventory. Let's use this one. You can see we have 3 of these right now. There we go. Let's close the inventory. You can also see the brand new particles, which look very nice, to be honest. I really like the brand new effects there. You can see those as well. And overall, the gameplay is still the same. It is still a very fun game, but definitely recommend it. If you haven't played it in a while, definitely play it. And now, of course, let's press V. There you go. And we used one of the items. As you can see, now we only have 2 of 10. So really great, to be honest. So as you can see, if you now select one of these items and you assign a key to it, so by pressing V in this case, you can do that, and there you go. Now this one is selected, and if we now press the V key, there you go, you actually use the item, which is pretty cool, to be honest. And then of course, last but not least, abilities have also received the user interface change right here, which is really cool, to be honest. And those are all of the interface changes which I wanted to showcase. So now, of course, last but not least, let me just showcase you guys the brand new map expansion right here. We have, of course, the train station right over there, the brand new one, and then of course the parking garage right here. There's different enemies that you can fight, which I think is a really great thing once again. And I also gotta say that this map expansion is so far very nice. Quite a huge fan of it. I think it looks pretty good and very happy to see that. And as you can see, it looks like we're going to be receiving another map expansion right here. Would be very nice. Definitely looking forward to that. And last but not least, of course, I'm going to be showcasing guys the fast travel right here. So you can just buy a ticket for 150. So let's just select that one. There you go. Printing the ticket. And then of course, you're just going to be traveling to the next station, and there you go. Now we are northbound, so very nice overall. Definitely a really nice update for Right to Fight. Quite a huge fan of it. And by the way, for everybody who's interested in the 1v1 PvP, I'm going to be showcasing you guys where that is located. So I believe those are most of the important features from this update. If you want to check out all of the other changes as well, link will be in the description down below for the developer forum post. And I think one last thing I should also showcase is the possible karaoke feature that we might see in the near future. So let's just actually go to the 1v1 area. So right over here between the buildings, you have PvP, and you can just teleport there and then battle other players. Very nice, to be honest. And then of course, another thing I definitely have to showcase is of course the karaoke bar, which might be added in the near future. And as you can see here, we have the karaoke house, and as you can see, opening soon. So like I said, we might see this one in the near future. Anyways, thank you very much for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful day, stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will see you of course in the next video. Bye guys.